Mike from 105 on the Buzz joining us live. Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. All right. So a comedian Hassan Minhaj, under fire to a point. About what exactly? Explain why people are a little upset at him.
So he's got some different stand-up specials, and in them, his jokes are exaggerated stories. So they're true on some level, but they're an exaggerated version of the truth. And so people have been fact-checking some of the different material he has in his act, and they're like, well, wait a second, that's not true. That didn't happen. And so Whoopi Goldberg is actually defending him and basically saying that that's what a comedian does. That's what a storyteller does. You take a story and you elevate it and you amplify it and you get a little bit more dramatic with it, because that's how you make a story interesting. Otherwise, it would just be plain and boring. And that we can't start fact checking comedians, because when you enter a building for, a comedy show, you have to know that some of it is exaggerated. It's exaggerated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Totally. It's stand-up comedy. What did we think was happening?
I mean, we do the same thing on our radio show. Even right now, I'm putting different inflections in my voice to make myself more entertaining, which is probably failing miserably. But being here right now, this is what we do for a living. You got to know going into it to spice it up a little bit. Sometimes you got to add a little flair.
Yeah. It's interesting. I followed Hassan Minhaj for a long time. I'm a fan of his comedy. If anyone isn't familiar with his work, he's very much kind of like a Jon Stewart, where he's in that vein of like political, social commentary told through stories. And I think in his most recent special, he told the story about his daughter having to go to the hospital because someone sent him a letter with anthrax in it. There was like an anthrax scare. Turns out like that the anthrax scare did happen. She didn't actually have to go to the hospital. She never came in contact. It's like things like that, right?
And so
go ahead, Liz.
With that, that's a little bit of a tougher situation though, because it's not like we're telling a story about how like you got sidetracked while you're walking your dog. Now you're like, well, wait a second, a child was hospitalized. So I can understand the initial reaction to be like, whoa.
Yeah.
That feels like a lie.
It's an interesting question of like how much is too much if you're gonna tell a big fish tale on stage. But as a comedian, as a performer, I mean, I'm friends with a lot of local comedians, and I feel like general rule of thumb, if a comedian gets up on stage and goes, oh my gosh, you guys, true story, I was blah, 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 nothing that they're about to tell you is true.
Or again,
true story.
Or there's a nugget of it, and then it's expanded on, right? Like, I mean, I do think I think you can make an argument saying this can be case by case. Like, let's take the anthrax situation.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't heard the joke, so I'm not. But I mean, that's quite the embellishment to be like, well, this anthrax letter sent my daughter to the hospital. That is an embellishment, but also, again, it's a stand-up show.
Yeah.
Anybody who goes to a stand-up show or watches a comedy special and takes it too seriously, I don't understand that.
Right.
And so I don't watch comedy for the news. We do that.
Right.
Like that's our job or other reporters' jobs.
Comedians use our clips
for
their
that.
comedic purposes.
Exactly. So I don't why would you not take it with a grain of salt to begin with? I don't know.
And there is a difference there. It's like, you have to know a comedian on stage is very different than like a Brian Williams on late night embellishing some of his news stories.
Exactly.
Like there are consequences for that because as journalists
matters. The platform matters.
I think when you have an expectation of truth, it's different. So I'm glad that Whoopi would kind of come to his defense.
Yeah,
because
makes sense.
It's a different world.
We sure did just
for
now.
Comedy. Yeah. Mark Wahlberg is thinking that he might be done with acting. I'm surprised to hear this.
He's going to be slowing down, basically. So he did an interview with Cigar Aficionado, which did not know that was a publication, but here we are. And he talked about how it's just kind of hard to keep up with the pace that he's been keeping recently, and that he thinks he's going to start, slowing down. Luckily, he has producing he can lean into, and he said he got into producing, initially because he couldn't sit around and wait for scripts to be offered to him after Brad Pitt and all the other people turned them down. But I've been sitting here trying to think. I can't actually think of stuff that Mark Wahlberg has been in. Like, I know he was in Daddy's Home and Daddy's Home 2 because it had Will Ferrell in it. But other than that, like, what is... He's a big name. He's super famous, but like,
I mean, he's in a ton of stuff. I mean,
I'm
don't get
I'm
me
also
started
sitting
with
here
this.
trying to think
I'll
of
always
them.
go
I could
towards
rattle off
Shooter.
movies all day.
Yeah, Shooter, Ted. You know, I mean, there's a bunch of stuff
I'm
out there.
just wondering if this means that now he's going to have a little more time to get back into his first passion, rap.
You never know. The Funky Bunch is on standby, waiting for his
Bring
call.
back Marky Mark.
The man had a #1 single that went gold. He's worth $400 million. Him and his brothers own a burger franchise
Oh boy,
chain.
Mike's going to get
I know,
the
we're gonna
Sorry,
get
we're
cut.
out of time. We got to go. Bye,
In the middle of the
guys.
second